Hi everyone, I'm Carolyn, here to share another channeled message from the LightKeepers, a group of angelic beings I channel for your awakening journey and support. So I'm a channel, a distance energy healer, and a spiritual awakening mentor, and I'm here to offer you all the channels that I receive so that you'll have more support in your journey. So today's channel is about getting triggered by others in the awakening. It's a little longer channel because I actually sat down the other day and spent time channeling longer messages. So I've got a couple of those coming up in the next videos. But anyway, I'm going to talk about this because it's happening frequently to people right now, and they do a nice job of explaining this. So anyway, welcome to everybody who's new. I have a welcome video on my YouTube channel, Carolyn Zaiser. You can check it out and see how I began channeling, as well as receive a free video I created for 6 tips on how to create wellness in your body and flow during this awakening journey. So check it out. It's in the description box below. And you also get a bunch of more free content when you go ahead and actually put in your email address and receive that free video. So thank you everybody for joining me again today. Those of you who are always back, and I'm going to get going on this channel because like I said, it's a little bit longer, but it is certainly worth it. I got a couple of announcements at the end that I will also share with you, and we'll go from there. And of course, as always, I will give you my take on this. All right, here we go. You will find that at times during the awakening, it is your time to let it all go and unwind. But often it will be that you will be triggered by another to see. Emotion flows and eruptions are so, outbursts you never knew you had inside yourself to sow. Feeling pain and anger too, but you don't know where it comes from. It is true. Out of the blue it comes, we say. Most importantly, during the awakening in your way. Sparks of fire burn within, and when someone's words take you to another place to begin, there is no way you can hold it in. And processing it you do, and you don't understand how what they have done can cause you to be oftentimes so highly emotional. Tears of sadness or anger too. Oftentimes physical outbursts you might find too. But if you look deep inside and know that it comes from a place in time where those who you were with and spoke those words now lived in your lives back then, oh and how. This is one scenario, as oftentimes those who you are with today have been in multiple past lives, we say. The thing that they said then triggers you again from that day. We wish for you to know so true. Step outside of this feeling that you have too, one that you cannot identify from within, and why you reacted this way you did to begin. For this is often the sign, we say, when one cannot identify anything in this life that would cause this way for you to feel so deeply hurt or upset now too. Step away, and it is, we say, often a past life you lived with them today, where they offered the same energy of the situation that was similar in the day. You may not be able to always identify the life, but you can at least think about the feeling that you are feeling now too, and step outside and look within, and know that it is coming from a time back. Then feel it and understand it the best you can. Even if you can't identify it specifically to a past life again. It can be an experience that we say of triggering the emotion, and we say sit with it then always. For it could come up again, we say, for we wish you to understand it more in meditation in your way, or a calm approach to understanding it, we say. Don't just set it aside and ignore it to be, for the awakening is all about an understanding these emotions and where they come from. You see. Process it, yes, and feel it so true. Try to understand the deep depth of how it impacted you too. And you may find as you sit in meditation too, or ask about it before you go to bed, to have it appear to you in your dreams, we say, to understand this better in your way. But do not work hard at this, we see. Just don't stuff it down and ignore it to be. Know that it is coming from deep inside, and you are clearing this, oh yes, in time. For the great awakening, it is so true, offers you so much of the clearing from past lives too. Triggering is one of the ways we say you can identify that this is happening in your life today, or emotions that are raw that come to the surface, and you react faster than you ever can imagine in your human way and can't hold back. We ask you to bring in your guides, so true, and your angels to help you understand it too. Oftentimes they will bring you signs, we say, and messages, oh yes, in your day or at your nighttime dreams, it is so true. Even in your meditation, you may be able to unravel this too. So do not worry, we say, just know that this is coming, the great clearing that all are going through now in this day to lighten themselves, breaking through those barriers that held them back at one time too. So that's a longer channel talking about triggering. And this happens to all of us. But here's the thing. I never used to understand it. But how you can tell if something is being triggered, and I've learned this through my awakening experience, how you can tell if something is being triggered from maybe a life you had some time ago with this person, an experience you had some time ago in past lives, is you have no frame of reference for why you're just kind of losing it in some ways. And as you're having the meltdown, in whatever way that transpires for you, inside you're saying, what's going on? Why is this happening? I can't stop myself. What is going on? There is no real ability to tie it directly to that person with experiences you've been having with them. And this feels completely different. It feels like you're somebody else reacting to somebody else's situation, when in reality, very likely, it is a situation you've had in a past life. And I find this now, immense clearing from past lives that people are having, myself as well, reactions I'm having. I had one the other day that was, I knew was coming from a past life with this person who I spend somewhat regular amount of time with, and I know our past lives together. And not that they do, but I do very specifically. And during this conversation, he was talking about a debunking of people who do the kind of work that I do, and that a group had gotten together to actually do fake accounts and all this fake stuff, and then went to these psychics and tested them. And he started laughing about this and, you know, that whole thing, right? And I just sat there and listened to it, but I could feel myself. I mean, because look at the work that I do, right? It's in that realm of things. And I could feel myself welling up. And I was like, whoa, where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? Where's this coming from? And I let myself be taken down into the depths and the pits. And I had had the most joyful day the other day. But no, I let him dig a hole for me that I then just voluntarily jumped into. But the thing is, as I was processing this, I was like, this has nothing to do with him and me in this lifetime. There's no frame of reference for it. It's this past life. And again, I was able to identify it. Not everybody's going to be able to do that. But the key here is that when you have that dissonance of like, where's this coming from? Why am I acting out? Why am I reacting? You're going to be able to at least intellectually say to yourself, oh, that's right. During the awakening, I'm clearing for more than just this life. I'm clearing all these other lives, things that I haven't dealt with in the past, all right? And then even if you don't understand where that life or where that experience is coming from, you can still sit with it and talk about it with yourself, because you don't want to stuff it down, all right? It's just going to come back. Like, why did I react that way? What hurt me? What caused me to lash out? Or what caused me to internally feel the way I did? So the point is to take advantage of that opportunity of what is coming out as a triggered moment and sit with it. And you might be surprised, because this happened to me in another scenario, where after you have a situation like that, you're going to get more signs and messages that are going to feed in to help you maybe understand that more fully. And so what I would just say to you is, being triggered during the awakening is quite a big part of this journey, but we don't always understand it. And the best way to do it, as I've mentioned, is the best way to know you're being triggered is you have no connection to why this is happening to you and you can't stop it. And it's like there's someone else in you speaking out. Well, that's your That's the depth of all the experiences you've brought into this lifetime. Okay, it's not just this life. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you today. I think this is a channel for us to think about. And again, when you experience these emotions, these reactions, don't just bypass them. The awakening is all about learning about ourselves and why we react the way we do, how we handle things the way we do, and the experiences that we've had that are really helping lead us forward in the awakening. So thank you for joining me on this. And I do, as I always like to do, mention that I do have spiritual awakening mentoring for those of you who are wanting to have someone to help launch you forward in your journey. I also channel prolifically with your angels and your guides and my spirit team. I call it our spirit team. And during those sessions, you'll get that information as well. And I help you launch forward in your awakening journey. So there's super powerful sessions that I'm enjoying so much working with you guys on. And if you haven't worked with me before, I would love to work with you. So check out my website, purplerainhealing.com, or you can email me at Carolyn@purplerainhealing. And check out my other services as well. So again, thank you so much for joining me. I so enjoy your comments. And like I said, we always learn from each other, and I learn from you guys as well. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video.